Authorities are investigating the fatal shooting of 47-year-old David Winchester Jr., who had been kidnapped just hours earlier. And just before 1 a.m. on Thursday the 28th of March, authorities responded to a report of a home invasion in southwest Baltimore, Maryland. At the scene, a woman told police that two unidentified men forced entry into the house and demanded money. They said they had a son, David, and would hurt him if the woman didn't hand over the money. Police said the suspects fled the residence in an unspecified vehicle in an unknown direction without the ransom. At 8:30 a.m. that same morning, officers responded to a wooded area roughly 30 miles away on the 900 block of Spa Road in Annapolis, near the Bates Athletic Complex, on a report of an unresponsive man. When officers arrived, they located a deceased man with a gunshot wound. The victim was later identified as David. His body was transported to the office of the Chief Medical Examiner to determine the exact cause and manner of death. On Saturday, the 30th of March, David's death was ruled a homicide by shooting. Authorities have not named the suspects or announced any arrests, as the investigation into the matter continues. 22-year-old Ariana Scott is behind bars after a 4-year-old son shot himself with an unsecured illegal modified handgun. At just before 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday the 20th of March, authorities responded to a report of a shooting at a home at 2212 69th Street in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Upon arrival, officers found an unresponsive boy with a life-threatening gunshot wound to his head. The child was taken to a local hospital for his injuries, where he remains in a critical condition. During the search of the home, officers found a loaded .40 caliber Glock handgun that had been modified into a fully automatic weapon using a conversion switch, and a shell casing was found in the child's bedroom. Officers also found a large bag of marijuana, a scale, and small baggies that is consistent with street-level drug distribution in a closet next to the 4-year-old's bedroom. Ariana told investigators that she was in her bedroom when she heard a loud bang in her home and went back to sleep. She said that when she later woke up, she called for her son and said he did not respond. She then checked his bedroom and found him lying in blood. Ariana tried to claim that she didn't know where the gun came from due to a felony criminal record, and told officers that the marijuana belonged to a boyfriend for personal use. Later, she said that the firearm was normally stored unsecured in a bedroom closet, and that she didn't know how the 4-year-old got to it. Ariana was arrested and booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison on charges of improper supervision of a minor by a parent, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of a machine gun, illegal carrying of a weapon with a controlled dangerous substance, and possession with intent to distribute a Schedule I drug. Her bond has been set at $65,000 and Child Services has been notified. The investigation into the matter continues. A Florida woman has been arrested for a hit and run where someone was killed more than a year after it happened. On Wednesday the 27th of March 2024, Dixie County Sheriff's deputies arrested Kimberly Ann Wiggins of Madison County. Authorities said that on the 18th of March 2023, a Dixie County resident was hit and killed on US Highway 19, north of Cross City, Florida. The driver then left the scene of the accident. After months of investigation by Dixie County deputies, they issued a warrant for Kimberly's arrest. Madison County deputies helped serve the warrant and arrested Kimberly. Kimberly's been held at the Dixie County Jail since her arrest, with bond set at $1 million. A Marin County, West Virginia woman has been arrested on multiple charges after escaping police custody earlier this year. On the 24th of February, Rochelle Piper was arrested after a traffic stop when she told police that her license had been revoked for DUI. Officers placed her in handcuffs and a restraint belt and brought her to the station for fingerprinting and questioning. A restraint belt is sometimes used in addition to handcuffs to restrain individuals and keep their hands close to their waist. While undergoing fingerprinting, Rochelle told officers that she needed to use the bathroom. An officer allowed Rochelle to use the bathroom while in her restraints and left to get his paperwork. That officer then heard the door slam shut and ran back to find Rochelle had left the bathroom and fled the facility, all while restrained by handcuffs and the restraint belt. The officer radioed Barron County 911 with her description, but Rochelle could not be found. On Friday the 29th of March, Rochelle was arrested for DUI, escape from custody, as well as petty larceny for the value of the restraint she was wearing when she escaped. Rochelle has been held at the North Central Regional Jail on a bond of $10,012.